chapter 1, since we're right here. I'm trying to make it close. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. Wherein in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of power of the air, the spirit that now works in the children of disobedience. The prince of power, the power of the air. That's who we fight against. That we with it. Now he's in course in the children of disobedience. Guess who's going to fight? Guess who we fighting? The children of disobedience everywhere around us. The children of disobedience. Because Satan is in them, and Satan using them to beat us up, to mess us up, to fight against us, to slow us up. It could be a person on your job. It could be one in the mall. It could be a cop. It could be a lawyer. It could be the president. It could be anybody Satan want to use to mess you up. There you go. Yahushua say you love them more than I. You're not worthy of the kingdom of God. You must deny and take up your cross. You gotta, there you go. Elder King. I ain't put that in my lesson. I couldn't put that there. But we fight against the principality of the air. We beating us up. Let's go to Yod, chapter 1. Try to get some scriptures down.
What was that?
Yod, chapter 1. All right. Here we go. Verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yah came to present themselves before Elohim, and Satan came also among them. And Elohim said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Elohim and said, From going to and fro in the earth, from walking up and down in it. To and fro in the earth, walking up and down in it. That's what he's doing every day. Satan is doing it, and in his Melechis, his evil Melechis, doing the same thing. Walking up and down, to and fro, every day. And he ain't worried about the ones out in the streets. He's worried about us. See what he could do. Try to catch us slipping. Falling. And it says right here in verse 8, And Elohim said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that fears Yah and eschews evil. And then Satan answered Elohim and said, Do Job fear Yah or not? Hast not thou made him a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath? On every side thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance increased in the land. Put forth thy hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse you to the face. And Elohim said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in your power. Only upon himself put not your hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of Elohim. Okay, so what you think he's doing with us? Y'all already know what we can handle and what we can't handle. So y'all lift up the hedges. You already know y'all lift up the hedges on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. He already said all crease. Y'all ain't creased today, man. Man, your bank account increase, your bank looking good, your house note paid, your car rent paid, and you're healthy right now. And Satan said, well, take your hedge off and he'll curse you and die.
Not I.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all knows that, but he gonna challenge. So what? All your increase, what you don't bless with right now, that's what the spoil of vine is. Boy, you got hit for 2 weeks, man. Boy, I'm coming down a little something, man. Jaw slow down a little bit, man. Ishmael, man. Dog want to bite somebody, somebody want to probably pursue you, try to sue you, man. You know what I'm saying? Elder King, man. You know what I'm saying? Mother, man, is going through some things right now. It's been almost a time there because your elder condition, but that's your mother. You honor her. You know, things happen. You know what I'm saying? Before that, we were doing good. Well, none of all us back coming to the house and, you know, putting money in, doing tithes and doing our thing, what we want and what we could do. But there's things that's trying to slow us down.
Right.
Maybe y'all could open the door for that and see what we're going to do about it.
That's right.
There you go.
Abundantly.
There you go. You want to see what you're going to do? Me? Yeah, Yahuwah, I'm fasting right now, man. Forget that plate. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that. Get on my knees and pray a little more. Fast a little more. Seek your face a little more. Get more in tune. Do some more reading. Do some more studying. You know what I'm saying? Get more in tune with you. Get more in tune with the course. See what I can do more over there. And see what's going on. And all this stuff hitting my face. Now I keep my mind on what's hitting on it. You know, they're talking about my antenna, you know, on the job site, man. They want to, you know, at my job site where my tire is at, it says overpowered. They want to bring it down a little bit, or if not, you got to pay $100,000 to get it fixed or something like that. Or, you know, that's my money right there, you know. That tower is where Big Dog makes his money. You know, we make money on the CB equipment, all this and all the little stuff and all of the cab drives I do. That's fine, but the money every month come for that tower. So you know what I had to do? I said, yo, Husha, man, you know that's the milk, the money, butter, everything else. You know, hey, what you think? That's what I'm trying to say. Is he's trying to hit home, man. Trying to come around with his loose on his slick self. I caught him. So I said, okay, you gonna play like that, Satan? I can play too. I go through my Father. And how do you go to your Father and my Father, Abba? Prayer and fasting. Get his attention. Get back in line. If you see if there's any sin in us. If I sin, fault, anything shortcoming, let me know. Cleanse my hands, cleanse my eyes, cleanse my mouth. If I said an evil thing, pray, get myself ready to go before my Father. You can't go to your Father any other way. You can't go to my Father any other way. I can't go to my Father any way. Only way you go to my Father is by prayer and fasting. Cleanse yourself. That's what Musa told them in the wilderness. They want to see y'all. They wanted to speak to y'all. And Musa said, well, you need to get yourself clean for 3 days. And not even go into your wife either.
That's right.
Dang. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about that, leave that alone. But he said that. He said that, yo. Cleanse yourself. 3 days. And y'all coming down from the temple, he gonna speak. And that's what he does. That's what I'm saying. You can't go before y'all any other way.
That's right.
So I'm coming before my Father, so I had to get myself right. What's going on? Some things are not right. And y'all opening the floodgates a little bit to get our attention. He know we ain't gonna get up the race. He know we ain't gonna turn our back on y'all. He already know that. But he does that to tune us up, to tighten us up. Teak and peak, tighten us up, straighten us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Groom us a little bit. What he says, you know how you said, tree, when you prune the tree and stuff like that, pull the dead leaves and stuff off. You know what I'm saying? The good leaves are looking good so we may bear more fruit. That's what he's doing. And that's what he's doing with this house. He wants to bear more fruit. And that's what I'm saying. Satan right here, that's what he does. He uses Satan. You know? He uses him. Let's go to Revelation chapter 12. Come on. Revelation chapter 12. All right. Verse 6. Where am I at? Verse 7. And there was war, and Chaney, Michael, and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought, and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And a great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of Yah, our Yah, and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brother is cast down, which accused them before our Yah day and night. There you go. He accuses them day and night. Especially when you're sleeping, he's accusing you. That's bad. You ain't did nothing. All you do is rolling over and dreaming. And he's still accusing you.
Yeah. Did you hear that name? I ain't sleeping.
I felt that, brother baby boy. Woo! Hey, yeah. And they overcame them by the blood of the Lamb, and by the words of their testimony, and their love not their lives unto the death. They overcome by the testimony, the word of the testimony. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he know that he has but a short time. Great wrath. And that's what's going on right now. He knows he got a short time. And that's what's going on. That's what he's going on. He's trying to find every way he can to take us out. Because he knows he got a short time. Short time. And when the dragon saw that he has come cast into the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a times and a half a time, for the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yah, and had a testimony of Yahushua the Mashiach. And I thank you, Brother Faye, you mentioned that, and that caught my eye, boy. We keep the commandments of Yah, and we keep the testimony of Yahushua. He make war. And you already know a war is never over. We are at war right now. We've been at war since 1992. Desert Storm.
Yep.
Shield Bride. I went in that war, and we still at war. The war is never over. To make war with the saints, the ones that keep the commandments and the testimony of Yahushua. And we are keeping the commands. We definitely keeping the Shabbat. That's part of the commands. You hear that, TV world? Shabbat. The commands of Yah. And the testimony of Yahushua, the Mashiach. He will make war. And we're at war, and we fighting. Sometimes it might be a battle right in there. You might have a rest. Then you go right back to war. There might be a rest moment, a time of rest. Then you go right back to war, fighting. And that's what we're doing right now. We had a break for a minute. Now we are fighting, man. We're at war again. We're at war with the enemy. With the enemy. Okay. Oh, thank you, Yahushua. All right. Okay, let's go to Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 5. We're gonna start talking about prayer and fasting, then we're gonna wind it down. Not be too long with y'all. My strength about to go anyway. I got a little strength. All right. Matthew chapter 5, verse thank you, Husha. Oh, I love y'all. Thank you, Husha. Verse 20. Chapter 5, verse 20. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall no case enter into the kingdom of Shamarim. Okay then, your righteousness, except your righteousness exceed the scribes and the Pharisees. I'm going to show you what some of their righteousness was. Matthew chapter 6, verse 2. Therefore, when thou doest thy arm, do not sound like a trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their rewards. You know, talking about the Pharisees and Sadducees. All right? But go verse 3. But when thou doest arms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thy arms may be in secret, and your Father which sees in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrite, or for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say to you, they have their rewards. Now, we already know what they're talking about here. I'm going to switch it around. I'm not trying to change it. But I'm trying to say what the Sadducees and the Pharisees was doing. They gave their arms. They made known that they were paying their tithes, man. They made known, I heard how much money I'm putting in this box. Like it ain't nothing. You know? I got all this money I'm putting. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Oh, that prayer. Oh, praise him, blah, 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 blah. Praise him, blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You know, that was what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to say is, lest your righteous seat in the Pharisees, you should know why enter into the kingdom. I'm trying to tell you, if they pray like that, if they give it like that, how much more do we need to do? They praying like crazy. They fast like crazy. Talking about it, don't anoint your head. Like they fasting. Or like the old holy and thou. The Pharisees and the Sadducees. How much do we need to? He said, we don't do more than now. We should, in their righteousness, we should not even see the kingdom of Yahuwah or Shamarim. So I'm sharing with you, we got to fast a little bit more. We got to pray a little bit more. We got to seek Yah a little more. We got to have our time with Yah more. And we see the time approaching. Because like I said, when Satan nipping at our buds, he's nipping at our vines and stuff like that, he's trying to kill us, man. He's trying to weaken us. He's trying to kill our soul. You know, he's trying to get our flesh and what's around our flesh. And he's trying to take us so we'll look. And then he's trying to get us to look, to stay looking, so we'll start doubting and whining and crying while we lose and we forget the mark. That we don't even need that. Y'all's all we need. That's why Dow said, Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. Yahuwah is my shepherd, I shall not want. And that's what we got. I got to say that sometimes when I'm saying, man, I ain't got no more money coming in, a bill coming in, I don't know what's going to hit my card. I don't want my bank account to be red. And I be tripping. The next man turn around, he blessed him with a job with $50 here, $50 there. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. I say, you big dummy, man. You doubting again. You know what I'm saying? Doubting. And he just blessed you real quick. Not even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you just made today, not in a 5-minute job of the king, I made $60. All I could do is say, thank you, Usha. The antenna was broke off, man. Wouldn't get no sound, so I put a new antenna and charged him $60. You know what I'm saying? Quick. All I can say is thank you, Usha. That's what I'm talking about. Yahushua could bring money in that quick. Why only without a little faith? Why do you be doubting? Why do you be wavering? Why do you be crying? Because it's the flesh. And Satan want to get you like that. Satan want to get you looking at what you don't have, what you're lacking, what you're missing, what you're going to be in debt with. You know, that's what he's looking. He wants you to look around. Instead, you keep on having your focus on Yahushua and on the kingdom and on what the promises. Because this stuff right here is going to be gone. This stuff will be vanished. This is going to burn up. Even our soul, their flesh is, but our soul will be on it and remaining. Dang. Hurry up. Yay. It says hurry up. All right. Okay, still going. Matthew chapter 17. Matthew 17. Starting to stay in the same book, trying to speed it up. Verse 14. I think that's it. It says, verse 14, chapter 17, and when they would come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Elohim, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oft time he falls into the fire and oft time into the water. And I brought him to your disciples, and they could not cure him. Then Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, How long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him here to me. And Yahushua rebuked the devil. He rebuked the devil. And he departed out of him, and the children was cursed. And the child was cured for the very hour. The child was cured for the very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart. They come apart. One by one, they was come apart. And said, why could not we cast him out? And Yahushua said unto them, because your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto that mountain, this mountain, remove hence to you yonder places, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out by prayer and fasting. Prayer and fasting. When you be praying and fasting, that's when you eliminate the unbelief. Eliminate the unbelief is by prayer and fasting. Yahushua even said that. They asked him, why could not we cure him? Even the dude with the father said the lunatic. Your disciples could not cure him. And he said, you faithless and perverse generation. Perverse. What he meant by perverse? Perverse means that you are tainted still. Faithless, man, still don't believe who done created the heavens and the moons, the stars. You don't believe that he came and rose from the dead. We still like that. We still like that. That's why we still are perverse. We are still tainted for the things in the world that's hindering us, but keep our eyes on Yahushua. That's called unbelief. If you have belief, he said you should move mountains henceforth, and it should be cast out to the seas. But he said it's come by prayer and fasting. When you pray, you communicate. When you're fasting, you are denying your worldly gifts, your worldly substance. Because we are a rich nation. We got things in our hands. That's why I like fasting. I got things in my hands too quick. I can go to McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic. I can go eat anywhere I want to go eat. You know what I'm saying? If I make some money, if I'm hungry, if I'm hungry and I ain't got no money, I can stand right there by McDonald's. I know somebody gonna buy me a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? The king. And if I need some shoes, clothes or something, somebody gonna help me out. What I'm trying to say is, when you fast, you get rid of all that stuff. For right now, you put it to the side. That's so close to you. You know, it's a big juicy cake, big bowl of ice cream or something, man. A big juicy steak or something, man. I know, Israel, I know you don't eat meat, but I'm sorry, sir, I'm talking, man. That's me, Israel. I'm talking to me, all right, man? You know what I'm saying?
You must have read my mind.
I know, my brother. I know you, sir. I know you, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying something. I like to eat. I'm sorry, I always like to eat. But like I said, I put myself to the side. And things I like to do and things I want to go and stuff, when you put that to the side and start fasting and lock yourself in a room and get to the Torah and get to the concordance and start looking up words and stuff. Brother Faye, I was looking at words last night, man, getting definitions. And I'm praying that I remember the words I looked up. That's the problem I got. I can't remember the words I looked up. I get it right in there, but not 2 or 3 days, I forget the word. But the point is remember them.
Write them down.
Yes, sir, I do that too and still forget, man. But I'm just trying to say is when you fast and pray, you just put yourself in a timeline with Yahushua. You get your spiritual self stronger, and you deny the flesh. And that's what he's telling them. They were perverse and faithless generation. That means they were tainted with stuff that was hindering them from getting one-on-one with Yahuwah. When you're praying and you're fasting, you get one-on-one. I'm praying, I'm fasting today, I'm one-on-one today. Our mindset, this is just the first day. And I don't even go by the day, because tomorrow is sufficient evil thereof. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come as it is. But tomorrow is another day, no matter what. But today, I'm enjoying the day. Like I said, this is my first one for the whole year. 2018, my first one. It's a start. I'm good. It's like you running, like you start working out and stuff. That first day, yeah, you started. Now, like I told Yahushua today, I want to be consistent of what I'm doing. So when you start something, be consistent about it. Another thing, we got to be consistent on things. Like you said, Elder Ishmael told me, you got your prayer hours, your time. That's consistent. I have mine during the weekdays. Consistent. Prayer. Consistent. Be consistent about it. Okay. All right. We'll go about one more. I think I don't hit all my scriptures up. I think so. Well, since we're in Matthew, let's go one more in Matthew. Since we're here. If I can find it. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Since we're in Matthew. If I can find it, I probably can't even get to it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. One chapter over. 16. 16. Verse 17. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Blessed be thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto you, but my Abba which is in Shamarim. I say also unto you, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He said the gates of hell. He said the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Same here, the gates of hell. We are the temple of Rock Kadish. The gates of hell shall not prevail. If we in Yahushua, and you living by his word, and you're doing all you can, we already know it. He's not prevail against us. He didn't say he's going to fight. He's saying he ain't going to fight against us. We already know he won, but prevail means win, defeat. He ain't going to never defeat us if you're in Yahushua. And so I speak that to you. All right. Last scripture. All right. That's Yashayahu, Isaiah. Chapter 58. Verse 6. This is what I'm praying. This is what you pray, and this is what you fast. This is like a format that you can use. I'll use it today. Put it in my spirit, and I'll be using it all during my fast. I use it many a times in my prayers. All right? Yashayahu chapter 58 verse 6. Is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the band of the wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? That's when you fast and you pray. The wickedness around your gates, the heavy burdens that we weight, let every weight be easy beset you. The burdens, lift up the heavy burdens, the oppression, suppressions, the depression, all that stuff is to try to confuse you, to try to make you go crazy or something. You know, trying to make you blow up. And the yokes, strongholds, yokes, to break every yoke, every stronghold. And that's what we have some things around here, some strongholds, some yokes that trying to hinder us, to keep us from not launching out into the deep, not going forward what he has called us to do. Yahushua don't call us to do a big work. And I'm sorry that y'all are with me in this thing. Y'all came, and y'all part of it. I'm excited what y'all is. But Satan gonna fight us tooth and nail. I'm letting y'all know that. Because we about soul winning, man. That's the best gift you can have. The number one gift you can have from Yahuwah is soul winning. Why? Because he loves soul. He loves his creation. We are created after him. We made in the likeness of Yahuwah. You know? That's why I thought about it. That's why he didn't destroy Adam and Eve. He loved them so much, but he already had the plan already for the foundation of the earth to rescue them. We are his image of Yahuwah. So he gave us the ministry of reconciliation, the same thing. So the best gift you can have is soul winning. And we got that gift. We got the talents. You witness on the internet, Brother Feynman. You preaching since you've been out. You still teaching and preaching. Elder King, you doing vice versa the same way. And Elder Ishmael, Sister Sue doing it. Y'all give us different ways to do it. We all don't do it the same way. He gave us different characters. He gave us different abilities to do things. We do it. And our abilities not in the ways we can do it. So I share that with you. When you pray and fasting, like I pray today, I want to lose every witness around my gate. The wickedness. You know? Wickedness. Loosen it. Move. Call down the Elder Keys. Rebuke him. Rebuke him. And I'm sorry, I do want one more scripture. I can't stop this, man. I do want this one scripture. Alright? One scripture, that's it. Luke chapter 10. That's it. See, Yahushua gave it to me, man. He put it in my mind. Elder Ishmael, I can't help that, man. You laugh, I can't help that he gave it back to me, man.
There's always one more.
Yeah, that's right. Almost. One more. Always one more.
What was the chapter?
Chapter 10, verse 17. Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Behold, I give you unto you powers to tread on serpents, scorpions, and over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing shall be means hurt you. Alright? I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all powers of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. He gives us power. And through the power, he said, loosen all weakness. When you fast and you're praying, man, you're sensitive. Y'all is listening to you. Y'all will move on your behalf. Especially because you're attuned with him. You're seeking him. You already cleansed yourself. You don't repent it. I said the 5 of your repentance. Your hands, your feet, your eyes, your mouth, your ears. 5. There's a way that you repent. You cleanse yourself by praying. And once you cleanse yourself, you're fasting. You don't got away from the world. You are attuned with Yahuwah. You're looking into him. Now you got more power. So you're spiritual sensitive. You're sensitive to the rock. You're sensitive to him. You're hearing him. You're seeing him. You're smelling him. He got you in your direction. He's leading you by his hands. And you're following him. Your desire is in him. Your trust is in him. Your hope is in him. Your expectation is in him. That's what you're doing with Yahuwah when you're fasting and you're praying. That's our desire. This week, I'm desiring for that. Whatever's going on, everything comes my way, I'm rebuking it. Right now in Yahushua's name. Straight up. I'm cutting you up. Don't come close to me. I'm cutting you up with my mouth. Point blank. In the name of Yeshua. If it's something crazy, better look, I'm cutting you up. Quick. Quick, I'm taking you out. That's how I do it now. I take you out quick. I take you out quick. I ain't got time to fight for a while. And during about gone now, I got to get you quick. Done. Again, I want to thank Pastor Desiree and the churches over in Kush, over Burundi, Kush, and we got churches in Kenya, in Kush. You know, Bishop says salutations, salutations, salutations to you in the house of Yah. I speak blessings on you. May y'all bless thee and keep thee. May y'all make his face shine upon you, be gracious to thee. May y'all live come upon you, give you peace in Yahushua's name. May y'all make it right on the high place of earth, feed you with the heritage of Jacob, for the mouth of y'all has spoken it in the name of Yahushua. In the name of Yahushua again. Bishop Ronald Hairston Jr. So salutation, and the day is February the 2nd, 2018. In Yahushua's name. Amen.